Yes, we in this thing, man. My brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover. Holding it down for us, man. Big game, James.
What's up, baby? How you doing? I am graced to be in the presence of Mr. Law Nation, the man of the hour.
Right.
Never sweet, always sweet, never sour. Yeah, you trying to get them lines like you do. It's good to see you, dog.
Man, appreciate you, man. Hey, it's all family right here. Cowboy Nation, silver and blue. As we get this thing going, we got the dedication for the nation, man.
All day, hey, we come down. We come from Ohio. Cali. We coming down from all kind of spots to make this happen because it's a big game tomorrow. We can lock it up tomorrow, sew it up tomorrow, knock them boys down tomorrow, sweep them boys tomorrow, and it'll be a 3-game win streak because people forget we beat them the last game of the year last year.
All right, good nugget right there. Right. That's a good nugget. It's the game plan for tomorrow, man. Come on, get on in this thing, producer G. I'll put you on wax.
Well, the game plan for me tomorrow is really, honestly, is defense. I mean, that's what's basically, we talked about last year, 2017. We were saying the beginning of the year, it's going to be the defense. Possibly a top 10 defense 2017. 2018, though, we're going to have a top 10 defense, possibly top 5. We said that.
Remember, I said I was greedy. I was greedy.
That's what I'm saying. We talked about that. And now you see it in the forefront. We see defense wins championships. And at the end of the day right now, we see, yes, we got Ezekiel Elliott. We got Amari Cooper. That has changed the game. But at the end of the day, we played those Saints. We played those other teams that we needed to get stops. It's the big thing that Dallas has always been hurt with. We cannot ever get those teams off the field and get the big stops. And now our defense is finally starting to do that. And when your defense gets those big stops, it gives you opportunities for your offense to make one more play. And as you see, we did that against the Saints. Carried a victory. 4-game win streak against 4 NFC opponents. That is huge because we lost some critical early NFC games, and to come out 4-0 in the NFC is huge.
That's huge. I'm glad you mentioned that because last year when we played the Green Bay Packers, we was up and then we scored a touchdown. And somebody would argue, oh, Dak scored too quick. But now, the defense that we got now, Cowboys.
Talking about 16.
No, I'm talking about last year.
Last year, we played Green Bay.
Yeah, Dak
regular
scored.
season.
Yeah, regular season. He scored. People said he scored.
He should have downed it.
Downed it right there.
We won the end zone because we didn't have that type of defense.
Yeah.
And now we do.
Cowboy Nation, y'all hearing it from Big Game James, Silver and Blue Nation. Look, this defense is the real deal. Now we just got to really capitalize on the offense.
And what's crazy even more is that we haven't had Taco in the lineup. They haven't had David Irvin in the lineup. Sean Lee has been out the lineup, in and out. We've had all those key people that we've needed those years before. Those guys haven't even been in the lineup consistently, yet we still have a top 10, top 5 type defense. Imagine if we get those guys on board maybe at the end of the season, that defense could be devastating.
You know who this team is really comparable to in my mind? The 2014 Seattle Seahawks. Great defense, Marshawn Lynch, great offensive line. You had Russell Wilson, who wasn't nearly as good as he is now, and who was kind of average at that time. A lot of people were like, is he a franchise quarterback? Like, kind of Dak's question now. So I just see a lot of comparables in that team. And if that's the case, that's a formula for success is they won the Super Bowl that season. So great defense, strong running game, good offensive line, average quarterback, enough to get you by.
Right.
And if you can...
He made the plays when he needed to.
Look, Dak Prescott, Cowboy Nation, this is what we got to understand with Dak Prescott. He is not the focal point of this team. Ezekiel Elliott is the focal point of this team. He was the guy that was drafted in the first round. That's why we picked him to run this team. Now, what we want from Dak Prescott is just manage to stand. I said all offseason, put Dak Prescott in the bus. He's going to be the guy that steers this bus, the armor of this bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round his offensive line. But the engine of this bus It's Ezekiel Elliott, number 21. If I was Michael Irvin right now, I'd be sweating. I would be filled with sweat and tears right now talking about Ezekiel Elliott.
Busting the vein out.
Busting the vein.
I mean, again, you keep reminding me of the 2014 team and stuff that you're saying. And we have Chris Richard in the fold, so there's another comparison. So sky's the limit right now.
It is, man. It is.
And now, if you really look at it, we have luxuries. I mean, now you got Connor Williams who's coming back. You have Xavier in the fold. Now you have a situation where that's a good luxury. People are like, well, what are you going to do with Connor? That's a good luxury to have. We can rotate players. Now you have confidence. Xavier got an experience on the line with us, and with Connor being out, now Connor can come back in. Now that's more of a threat for offensive line. And then you got Colombo, who's made a world of a difference. Since he's come back in the fold, look at what Ezekiel has done rushing the ball.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now I feel like we have even more of the attitude, because when he came back in the fold, he said he was bringing back nasty attitude, and he was bringing back what was supposed to be in the beginning. And now you're seeing that. And just like G said, the formula is you have a tough defense, you have a strong running game, a good offensive line, the quarterback can make the plays when they need to. Because like you said, we don't need Dak to carry us, but he needs to make them plays when he needs to make them plays. He needs to make the critical plays. He doesn't have to throw for 400 yards, but he needs to make those critical third downs or those critical down and distant yards. There was a couple examples when we were playing the Saints. He got out quick. We were talking about how he needs to scramble. It's okay to scramble. It's okay to just get the ball and scramble.
Y'all
Sometimes I feel like he gets too enamored with trying to prove everybody wrong that he can throw the ball. Sometimes just get the ball and run. That's your job. That's an asset that you can help our team. If it's a 3rd and 5 and it's manageable, you ain't got to look downfield. Just take the ball and run.
Boy, if we were live like 95, man, I don't see the donations coming out of the sky to help grow the nation. But hey, this is going to be posted. So this is what I want to tell everybody right now. Tyson, man, come on up in here, man.
How come?
Hey, we're going to figure out a way.
Back to it, but it is so comparable to 2014.
Jump right on in, man. Jump right on in. Reach the chair. Look, I know they can still hear me, but now we got Tyson, man. Tell them about the Cowboys strategy, what they should do to Sunday.
Shoot, man. I think on defense, man, I think offense is going to have to, do what they've been trying to do for 13 games now, 12 games now, you know what I'm saying? I just think they need to try to move the ball, but more importantly on defense, I think the defense needs to be prepared for the Philadelphia Eagles to treat LVE as if he's like a specialty player and try to actually use plays, decoy plays, to get him outside of their scheme, because you got to remember, when they played Philadelphia the first time, LVE recorded 19 and a half tackles. Interception, you know what I'm saying, and he almost had a fumble, you know what I'm saying, didn't come out, but he almost had the fumble. But so I'm expecting for the Philadelphia Eagles to circle LVE and say, we're going to try to do what we can to get him outside the play. Now, I don't want LVE in coverage. The reason why I'm saying that is because Zach Ertz had 14 catches for like 100 and some ridiculous yards last time. I know everybody's saying that, he's a great coverage guy, but LVE is better when he is attacking the ball and attacking the quarterback. So what I'm saying is, when there is the opportunity, I know you're going to give up a little weight on it, but I'm going to ask this man right here, because he is the residential Jordan Lewis expert. Can Jordan Lewis handle Zach Ertz?
I don't really think he can handle him. I think it depends on the packages that they deploy. If you got Richard and Marinelli, you see how they mix up the packages to kind of make favorable matchups. But the problem is, just like what I told you about with the Washington game, we already know Vernon Davis was going to get the ball. We already know Jordan Reed was going to get the ball, and they still dissected us. I think they got to figure out a game plan that Zach Ertz is getting the ball. They don't really have anybody else that we really fear right now on the outside as far as the receiver position. Yeah, they got Alec, but those guys don't fear. Zach Ertz the one's going to do damage. They always use that middle of the field. So somehow, some way, just like you said, don't have just LVE out there. Mix up guys. Get a Jordan Lewis, get a Chidobe Awuzie, some guys that are quick, that can be able to get out there quicker out there. And hey, throw Byron Jones on there as well, because Byron Jones does good with the tight end.
Absolutely.
So that's something that a matchup that you want to look at that you can kind of use, because you don't have to use Byron Jones specifically on the outside. This is a game where you can move him around.
Absolutely. So basically what we're saying is, Dallas Cowboys, like, we don't live in a world of perfection. So since we don't live in a world of perfection, you need to have contingency plans.
Yes.
This is a power stat. Zach Ertz has only went over 14 catches in his entire life, and both times were against the Dallas Cowboys. So they understand that we have a problem with the tight end. So since they understand that we have a problem with the tight end, let's have a contingency plan. We can go by plan A, meaning we're going to play these guys straight up. But if we see that Zach Ertz is starting to take over this game, then guess what? You have to have a contingency plan for that. Do what this young man said right here when he says, bring Byron Jones in, bring Cheddar Awuzie. But what we're trying to say is, do not just let the bleeding just bleed, because the clock doesn't move fast enough for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is in 2018.
There you go.
Teams are trying to take away what you do good. You know what I'm saying? LVE is what we do good on defense. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, Tank is who Tank is, but you got to remember, Tank was good last year. So you're able to try to get film on him. You're able to try to kind of compensate for them. But LVE, I definitely believe in this team, and on this team, and against this game, man, he can be that key proponent.
Tyson,
so
throw me some of that fire, man. Throw it over
make
there,
sure you have a contingency plan.
Throw me that fire over this way,
And you know what else?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing as well is
they
got Carson Wentz out there. Just attack him, just like you know toward the ends of the game with Drew Brees. You saw how we start coming with those blitzes. You saw how we start coming with that pressure.
Right.
Do not fear this man.
Yeah.
Do not worry about what he's done in the past. Go after him. When our defense is aggressive, when we send those timely blitzes, when you see send a Jalen Smith, when you send an Anthony Brown.
AB30. Hashtag AB30. Jalen Mills out. Ron Darby, he's no longer on that team at this point.
You've seen what Cooper did.
All they got is chickens.
All
they got. So this should be the game. This is set up for my brother from another mother. No other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool. Dak Prescott, this the game for him. This is set up for him.
This is
right or wrong.
This is what I'll say about.
Right or wrong.
It is, but this is
It's
what I'll
set
say.
up
This is
for
what I'll
him.
say,
Yeah.
right? And we too close to a game for me to start critiquing my quarterback. So we ain't about to go there. This is not the show for
But
that.
this is the game.
But this
for
is
him.
what I will say.
Yes.
Our offense is so predicated on the run that I don't even care what their pass defense is, because our pass defense, it's like big brother and little brother. It's like if my big brother is 6'4" and you shouldn't get past him to get before you got to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he should take care of that. Like it shouldn't even like the Hot Boys are playing at a level. The Hot Boys are playing at a level right now that, to be honest with you, the defense just really needs to catch the interceptions that are coming, because they come every game. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Like, they come every game. I have actually positioned the NFL. I got a petition out there. I want to add a stat to the comment, and that is interceptions dropped, because I definitely believe that the Dallas Cowboys, we will be leading in interception drop, but they don't. You know why? They call them deflections. But when you have a ball in your hand like this, that's not a deflection.
Right.
That's not a deflection.
But you know who's that? I mean, people say
Talk
that
about that
about.
offense, though.
I mean, people talk about Awuzie and Jones, the reason why we don't have more turnovers. But if you look at those type of corners, they were never like that in college. They weren't big INT guys. They're big sticky cover guys. They were both like that in college, and you're seeing that in the pros. That's what translated. But what we also seen is, I've said it time and time again, the person who is going to be the most opportunistic on the ball will be a Jordan Lewis or Xavier Woods. And we saw Jordan Lewis. He's a guy, that's why if you watch him, what happens on offense? Jordan Lewis is on offense. Jordan Lewis is returning kicks because he's an opportunist.
They're trusting him. They're trusting that he can make a play.
He played
He can make a
position.
play.
He could have had two yet.
When he was in high school, he played receiver as well. So he knows how to trail that ball. So he's one of the guys that you can get in there and he can get opportunities to get that ball in his hands. So get him in some more plays. Get him familiar, because he can make those plays. I'm telling you, Jordan Lewis is a key for our defense.
And I'm going to tell you guys something else. I don't want to give no game plan away, but what I know about football is this. You do something 99 times just so you can do it differently one time. And this is what I know. Every single time Jordan Lewis is in the game, they do that little fake route and he peels up right beside the tackle. There is going to be a time where he does not peel up the tackle and he's going to go down the field.
Yes, call it.
And guess what's going to happen?
Call it.
they're just what teams do is they scout that 99 times.
Yes,
that's a dummy move.
And what's going to happen is that safety's not going to move,
Yep.
and Jordan Lewis is going to run right past him, and then they're going to try to figure out how the heck did a cornerback come in and score a big play touchdown, and why is because they're playing the film.
It reminds me of a
that call
time
right there.
in
It's called playing the
2016.
film.
I'm gonna give you that
You
call.
remember 2016? Lucky Whitehead finally caught a ball up
Exactly.
the field.
And
They
it
thought-
was when we needed it, too.
It's right when we needed it.
It was when we needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you putting right on the money, man. I like that.
I can definitely see that now that you brought that up. I can
like
definitely
that.
see that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, when you do it, is when a big game.
Yes.
They're least expecting it in a huge game. In a huge game where they're not going to think Jordan Lewis is doing it.
Yes.
That's when you do it. That's when you say, like you said, coaching. That's when I say, you know what? I'm starting to maybe believe in you, Garrett, when you do stuff like that. That is coaching.
That is coaching.
Yes.
That
I want
is
to
coaching.
throw something out there because we have an odd panel, so we can actually get a definitive answer. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be pressed with some hard decisions this upcoming season, this off season. One by the name of Lee. Now, you want to use, they always say that your history will tell you your future. So if you look at your history of how the Cowboys have handled great players, you would think Deshaun Lee be gone next year. But I had this small smidgen of feeling that Sean Lee may not be. So I want to know, do you think, has LVE played Sean Lee out of Dallas?
Nope. Because I know Jerry Jones. Well, I don't know him, but I know how he has an affinity for certain players. And he loves some Sean Lee.
He do.
He loves some Sean Lee because what Sean Lee brings to the table all the way around. Leadership. I mean, he's always there. He's a guy that can coach on the field.
Yeah.
And Jerry has that heart for him. And I feel like Jerry would try everything in his power to make that work. Whether it be, let's renegotiate this contract. Because he's going, if anything, if he comes back, he's going to have to renegotiate that contract.
$9.5 million.
Because you're making too much money.
Way too much.
You know what I'm saying? And you're going on, 33 years old?
Yeah.
And you haven't been healthy in how long? So the production and the money doesn't match the production that you're doing on the field. But like I said, I feel like Jerry's going to make a way because when he loves somebody, he just ain't going to let him go. And he's going to still say in his head, why should I let him go? Because when he is on the field with LVE and these guys, we are better. Yeah. That's what he's going to tell himself. And you are, and in your crazy mind, you always think that maybe he can be healthy. Maybe he can be healthy for 16 games. You just always want to hold out.
Well,
you just keep telling yourself
that.
that. You keep telling yourself
Let me play devil's advocate, and please don't crucify me with this. As good as Joe Looney been, what do you do with Joe Looney next year? And what do you do with Travis Frederick at this point? What do you do?
That's actually,
if you Bill Belichick, I know what you do. If you Bill Belichick, you figure a way to finesse that thing. For the Dallas Cowboys, we have our love and adulation.
And Connor Williams, throwing Connor Williams.
I'm gonna be honest with you. What I would do with Joe Looney is I would pray that he can play guard. That's what I would do.
Wasn't he playing guard before?
He was.
He was playing guard. Yeah, he was playing guard because that's what he was known as.
Yeah.
Because remember, he was more of a backup center and he was playing the guard position.
This is the kicker though. Can the Dallas Cowboys sell Joe Looney that he is the future, but he's not the future right now? Because Joe Looney is the future starting center of the Dallas Cowboys. But if Travis Frederick, because he always says we don't have two, so just Travis Frederick. I always say Travis Fredericks. If Travis Frederick is available, he has to play, bruh.
Right.
He has to play.
Right.
But this is what I will say. It allows me to make some more serious decisions later down this road. Because Travis Frederick is going to be due for some money. I would think in the next next 3 years.
Right.
Joe Looney, I think you can get. I mean, you may have to do one of those deals where you're kind of playing a lot of money at that position. Don't get focused on the fact that you're paying him $26 million. You're paying him whatever amount of money. Understand that you're paying it to the position, not the player. You know what I'm saying? And that I think that, but you can't let Joe Looney walk. You just can't, man. Like you accidentally came on him. Yeah, you whenever.
If not, he got one hell of a resume.
This is my thing.
Jeremy Parnell can leave us and get money. He's gonna get money.
This is my thing. He's playing at an all-pro level.
Yeah.
When you accidentally stumble upon an all-pro, you have to keep him in your franchise.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Because someone else made a mistake.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's why they won't let go David Irving. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's the real reason why they want, because they're looking at what another team, because it's like
Quick, they put a tender out there, nobody bid. Everybody like
7 games. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a woman, man. A woman be with a man, and then you know she be with him through all his bad stuff, and then he finally learn how to pick his socks up and clean up behind him, and then he go and take that good man to be with somebody else. And now they sitting back enjoying. Then you're sitting back watching someone else enjoy all the fruits of your labor. I think that's what Jerry is stuck on.
That's what Kansas City Chiefs saw and David Irvin. They said, okay.
But they didn't have the production that we had, though.
Yeah, but you don't have the production.
How many chances you give that?
But yeah, but I mean,
come on,
to the ladies, how many chances they give that?
we know superstars get more action, though.
Now we know. Now, the problem with me with Urban is, I feel everything you're saying. I feel everything you're saying, but the problem with me is, I mean, it's a hard cut with Irvin. That's what's so frustrating.
It is.
Because he's 6'7", 300.
It is, and you don't find it.
You don't find it everywhere, and you know it.
And if you're the same position and you're smaller than him, you need to understand that too.
And the thing is, right now, you're not hurting by keeping him because you're not paying him nothing right now. You're not paying him nothing, and he ain't gonna get no money next year from nobody.
And then think about this: if I took a chance, I'm gonna tell you like this: if I took a chance on Jalen Smith, if you're just looking at if you're at a lottery ticket, buying a lottery ticket, which lottery ticket is harder to hit on? Jalen Smith. Why? Because, bro, his leg was almost off his leg.
Yes.
Drop foot never happened. I don't know nothing about that.
You get what I'm talking about?
Yes.
True that.
So I think Jerry Jones is playing God, man. He has somewhat of a God complex where he's like, man, he takes this example and he's like, man, we took a chance on Jalen Smith.
Why can't we do it here?
Why can't we do it here? And he's not even injured. He's just mental things. You know what I'm saying?
And also, you know what else he's going to use? He's going to look at the Randy Gregory.
Exactly.
He stayed with Randy Gregory this long, and look, he's playing. He's benefited.
And he's balling.
And now you look at David Irvin, he's trying to say he's in that same type of mental capacity as like Randy Gregory, so they're going to use the same type of situation. We waited all this time with David Irvin.
Yeah.
I mean, with Randy Gregory, and David Irvin's not costing them. That's the biggest thing.
Exactly.
If David Irvin was costing them, that would change the game. But he's not costing them nothing. He's dirt cheap, and even if they were to go next year, they can do 1-year deals like they were doing with Lando McClain.
Hey, I want to throw a subject in there because this guy is costing us something. And he may not be costing a lot, but if it's costing me something, it's costing me something. Rico Gathers over the last 2.5 years has been one of the highest played practice players in the NFL. So that is value. Think of this, Rico Gathers has made about, outside of promotion, production and stuff like that, because Dak gets his own money, but he's only made about $60,000 less than Dak Prescott, who's a starting quarterback. Wow. Now my question to you is, if money dictates your usage, why is Rico Gathers not being used? I just need to know, what are your real thoughts? Because